Yo guys, the World Cup in Qatar is just around the corner, so I thought it would be a fun video to do my group stage prediction and see how we do. We've got 8 groups, 4 teams each, 32 teams in total, and half of them will make it through to the playoff stage. Let's dive right in with Group A. As always, the host country is in this group, so we've got Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and my own country, Netherlands. Qatar is definitely the worst team, and we might see the host country get swept 0-3 for once in this group. Not really expecting anything from their squad, and honestly, I don't think I even know any Qatari players. Like, I don't think there are any on FIFA. I don't think I know any names just off the top of my head. So we'll see how they do, but not expecting much. We've got Ecuador, solid team, but they're not exactly ranked high. Somewhere in the 40s in the FIFA World Ranking, I believe, like 7th in South America. They have some upset potential here, but I think they will end up missing out on the playoffs and end up in 3rd place. And that leaves Senegal and the Netherlands going through. As a Dutchman, I might be a little biased in my opinion. The Orange Lions will be the ones leading Group A, getting 1st place. We've got a solid all-round squad again. Quality players in most positions. We might be lacking a little bit in the finishing department, and our goalkeeper is also a bit of a weak spot. But I think we're solid. We're good enough to get 1st place in this group. Senegal is the best team from Africa. I think they won the Africa Cup, a couple nations, so they're on a bit of a roll, and they definitely have a good chance to come out on top here as well. Mane, Mendy, Koulibaly, those are some top tier players. But as a squad overall, I think we edged them out, and I think that will show in the results. Group B is pretty spicy, at least politically. England and Wales, always a good rivalry. And then we have the USA and Iran. Some rivalries internationally there as well, at least politically. So things might get a little heated in this one. There is a clear favorite to go to the next stage in this group, and that's England. Wide selection of talent. You know, they've got like half the Premier League to pick from. They did great in the Euros as well, just missed out. And I'm sure they'll be hungry to finally get that trophy. The other 3 teams are a lot closer than you might think at first glance. Iran and Wales are both smaller countries on the football stage, but they've been growing pretty stronger as teams. They're performing well recently. Football is also growing steadily in the US, but I think they will need a World Cup or 2 before they can develop into like a full-fledged, all-around, top-tier squad. So I'm going to put my bet on Wales going through in the 2nd place. Last chance for Bale to go deep in a tournament like this. And he does have some of the supporting players around him, I think, to edge out both Iran and the US. Group C is up next with Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico and Poland. Again, one clear favorite in this group with Argentina. This is probably Messi's last World Cup, so I'm hoping to see something special from him. Maybe he can cement his status as the GOAT some more. Or maybe he'll get outshone by Ronaldo. Always a possibility. Only time will tell. On the other hand, we have Saudi Arabia, which is the clear 4th place in this group. No real top talent, and they're just a step behind all the other teams in this group. The closest thing to call in this group is who's going to go through in the 2nd place. We have Mexico, who are always hungry for the win and show when it matters. Time for Ochoa to step up once again and suddenly become one of the best goalkeepers of the tournament just for the World Cup. And on the other side, you have possibly the best striker in the world, Lewandowski. You can never discount a team with a player like that up top. And Poland has become quite a bit stronger overall as a squad as well. That said, they didn't perform great in the road leading to the World Cup. And I've always been a little disappointed in them. Like, I think they can do more, but it never really came to fruition yet. I think they'll be disappointing a little bit again, and that they'll miss out, end up in 3rd place, with Mexico going through in the 2nd place. This is a very close call though. Mexico, that South American passion, that Latin American passion, they're going to be hungrier. Group D is the group with the current reigning world champions. France is looking to get the back-to-back victories, and I don't think they'll stumble on anyone in this group. 1st place favorites here clearly. Australia and Tunisia are quite lacking in comparison. And Denmark has become a solid all-round team. I think they're ranked about 10th in the world right now. Higher than you might expect. So I think you can consider them a little bit of a dark horse team, of a sleeper team that could definitely upset some of the big squads, and I have them going through in second place here. Halfway there. Now Group E, we have Spain, Costa Rica, Germany and Japan. Costa Rica is the weak link in this group. I don't think any amount of heroic goalkeeping from Navas will be enough to get them to the next stage. Both Germany and Spain are not the world beaters they were a decade ago. Spain is still enough of a force to become first place in this group though, I think. However, Germany has not looked the strongest against good opponents. They had a weak qualifier group, which they performed very well in, but that they just didn't offer up much resistance to them. And I think they might struggle against some of the better teams this tournament. So I'm going to throw a wild card in here, showing my weep side. And I'm saying that Germany will get knocked out in the group stage and Japan will make it through instead. So go watch Blue Leg and Blue Lock to get hyped for Japanese glory run. In Group F, we have our southern neighbors Belgium, Canada, Morocco and Croatia. I'm a big fan of Kevin De Bruyne and Courtois, and they have the players around them to do bits in this tournament as well. The Belgium national team never really made the best of their golden glory generation that they've had, so this might be the time for them to finally make it happen. And I think they are locked to get the first place spot in this group. Canada is the weakest nation here. They have some good players in Davies at left back and David at striker, but their overall squad just isn't there to make it past this stage. The battle for second will be between Morocco and Croatia. My picker is Croatia. Wrapping the shirt from my holiday. Still need to edit that vlog, but that's I've been procrastinating. But yeah, Modric is great, and he has the necessary players around him to form a very competitive squad as well. Their midfield is going to be tough to break down for any team they come up against. They might lack a bit up top and in the defense as well to be truly top tier. But I think they're going to edge out Morocco. Morocco has some class players. Ziyech, Hakimi, Bunu has been doing well in goal in Spain. And I think it's possible for them to cause some upsets here. But Croatia is more likely to make it through, in my opinion. Already at the penultimate group, Group G has Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon. Brazil is one of the favorites to win this whole tournament, so I don't think they will have too much to worry about in the group stage. Should be easy for them to breeze through. Have them in first place here. Serbia and Switzerland are pretty close in strength. They both top the group in the qualifier and they can put up a good fight against whoever you put them up against. I think in the individual matchups, Serbia will come out on top. And they will be the ones making it through to the playoff stage. That leaves Switzerland in third place, just missing out. And Cameroon at the bottom in fourth place. They're lacking the squad depth and the top talent to rival any of the nations here in this Group G. And now already at the final group, we have arrived at the Group H. We've got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay and Korea. They're going to be fighting it out for the final two spots in the playoffs. Portugal led by Ronaldo, who is also on his last World Cup rodeo probably. And I think this team is looking the strongest in this group. Ronaldo always shows up when it matters, and I think Portugal will make a pretty deep run into this tournament as well. And they're going to start off by winning the group stage. Ghana, I think, is the lowest ranking team in this entire tournament, even below Qatar and Saudi Arabia on the rankings. And I really don't see any way they make it through. I have to admit, I haven't really seen Korea play that much, but from what I know of them and from the players I do know, they do have a better squad with players like Heung-min Son and Kim Min-ja compared to Ghana. Nevertheless, I think they will get beaten out by Uruguay. They have a good squad of talented young players with some experienced veterans in there as well. You've got Valverde, he's been amazing for Real Madrid these past couple months. And they have the veterans to guide them as well with Suarez up front and players like Coates in defense. And South American teams are always tough to beat. They're hungry. They've got the passion. They've got the fight. And they're never going to give up. Uruguay is my final team to make it through to the playoffs. So there you have it, my 16 teams. I'll go through them once again quickly. We've got the Netherlands and Senegal, England and Wales, Argentina and Mexico, France, Denmark, Spain, Japan, Belgium, Croatia, Brazil, Serbia and Portugal, Uruguay. Those are my 16 picks to make it through to the next stage. So let me know down below what you think of these picks. What are your picks? Do you think my picks are on point? Any dark horse teams you think might make it through or make a deep run into this tournament that other people might not expect? And yeah, I'll try to do a playoff predictions when the group stage is finished. So see how I do, hit the subscribe button, follow my prediction journey, and hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Robin, long man. I'm out. Peace.